Pere Marquette 1225 is one of the largest operating steam locomotives in the Midwest. Built in 1941 by the Lima Locomotive Works, this N1 class Berkshire type steam locomotive weighs in at nearly 3/4 pounds. 1225 was used by the Pere Marquette and the Chesapeake and Ohio railroad companies until 1951, when it was retired and put into storage. The locomotive eventually found a home on the campus of Michigan State University, saved from the scrapper's torch, where it sat rusting away until the mid-1970s. Thanks to the efforts of a few college rail fans at Michigan State, the locomotive was cosmetically restored and eventually operated under her own steam 10 years later, after being moved to her current home in Owosso, Michigan. Today, the locomotive is operated by the Steam Railroading Institute, whose dedicated volunteers take meticulous care of the locomotive. Since first entering excursion service in 1988, the 1225 has undergone at least one other major restoration at her home in Owosso. In 2009, the locomotive was rebuilt for her 15-year mandated inspection by the Federal Railroad Administration and returned to service in November of 2013. Since returning to steam, the locomotive has operated on SRI's famous North Pole Expressive, which recreates the scenes from the Warner Brothers movie The Polar Express for the children on board. The 1225 was actually used as a prototype for the animated locomotive in the movie. In 2014, 1225 was again hauling the North Pole Express, and on the weekend of December 20th and the 21st, we chased the train from Owosso to Ashley, Michigan. In Ashley, the passengers would deboard and have the opportunity to explore the small village's Christmas festival. After 2 hours, they'll reboard the train and again return to Owosso. The Great Lakes Central has no Y in Ashley, which requires the train to be pulled back to Owosso by a diesel locomotive. Great Lakes Central GP35 locomotive number 390 was doing the honors this weekend, and the railroad was courteous enough to allow our GoPro camera to be mounted on the nose of the locomotive as it made its night run back to Owosso. A full version of the locomotive ride will be available on our YouTube channel within the next few weeks. Thank you for watching Delay in Block Productions. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel or like us on Facebook for more great railroad media just like this.